G'day, I'm Evan and welcome to Gamey Game. Joining me on the show this week, it's Naomi Higgins.
What's up?
Alasdair Tremblay-Birchall. And joining us remotely, it's Ben Russell.
I'm Ben Russell!
How are you, Ben? You're still in 14-day quarantine.
I'm still in 14-day quarantine, and let me tell you, I'm doing all the right things for mental health. I am drinking a lot.
Woo!
I'm smoking a lot. I'm playing video games. I'm doing all the things that all the doctors say do more of when you're in lockdown. It's good for your mental health. So let me tell you, I'm in fit fighting condition.
Good work,
I'm
brother.
ready to go outside.
We're proud of you.
Great
That's really nice, man. I'm glad you're taking care of yourself, Ben.
Hey, I want to thank our new patron who signed up during the week.
You're kidding.
You're kidding me.
Wow, just one.
Austin Aggie.
Oh,
Yeah,
Austin.
just one. It'd be great if we had more, but
I guess everyone fucking hates us. Huh?
But I guess what we're saying is that we don't need it because we're content in our lives, right?
is that what it's saying?
Oh,
I
no.
think when I get to the next milestone in my life, both personally and professionally, then I'll be happy.
Right. And
Just
you,
the next one.
And you can only do that through getting Patreon subscribers?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. That's cool. I guess
One professional goal.
when you're self-employed, the only way to get a raise is basically just somebody signing up to your Patreon. That's how we progress now in this generation.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I got a TV show as well, but
Yeah, but then you
Yeah,
got canceled,
Patreon's
and so
good
now it's over. You got to go
Yeah.
back to working in hospitality, or what
No.
did you do?
Yeah.
can you imagine?
You-
I would
you-
be so scared that I would
They would put you in the kitchen. Don't worry.
work.
They'd
like,
leave you back
Hi,
there.
can I take your order? And they'll be like, I liked your TV show.
They wouldn't say that.
No, they wouldn't.
I wouldn't say that at all. No.
They wouldn't.
I think you're giving yourself too much credit.
Yeah, I don't. It doesn't happen very much at all. Actually, I bought a coffee a couple of weeks ago, and the girl was like, "Oh my god, do you have a TV show?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh my god, it's so great." My one note. She's like, one of your things was set in, it was supposed to be a cafe, but it was clearly Hotel Jesus, which is a bar. And I was like, that doesn't even look like a cafe, that looks like a bar. I was like, do you think that's because maybe you've been there and you know it's a bar? And she's like, no. I was like, latte, please. So shout out to her.
You almost got recognised this week, though, right?
Oh my God. Not this. Not this. Okay, all right. I'll tell you another
Not
story.
like this.
I'll tell you
Not
another
like
story.
this.
This happened to me the other day.
It's so
it
cool
actually
since you've
happened the
become
other day.
famous, actually.
It actually did happen the other day. Not
Yeah.
like when stand-ups are like, so the other day, and they mean like 3 years
You're
ago.
a stand-up.
Not anymore.
All right.
No, you don't stand up. You, quit
You were
that. You
just
quit
the
it.
other day.
Ah, yeah, very good.
Holy shit, I'm gonna come.
Anyway, Mark, you know Mark?
I know Mark. He was on the show last week.
He was on the show last
Is he
week.
the tall one?
Never
in
heard of
Donna?
him.
If you keep doing stings every 10 seconds, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
That wasn't a sting. That was my own voice.
No, it sounds bad. Mark and I were in Bunnings the other day, buying some things. We were wearing our masks, so that might have been... Anyway, so one of the Bunnings workers came up to us, and then they turned to Mark, and they said, Mark, I've been loving you on Gamey Game.
Oh, brutal.
Oh, no.
That's
then-
brutal.
Mark, being my boyfriend who has been on the show, he's on it occasionally. I'm on it every week. And then Mark said, yeah, what about this one though? And pointed at me. And then they went, yeah, everyone's great. And then they walked away.
Brutal. Ooh.
And it hurt.
Oh, man. Well, you don't have that name recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you think I might on the show that
Within
I'm
this
on
show,
every week that
on the
they're
show that they
referencing.
watch.
Naomi,
Yeah.
they could be watching.
And I was like, maybe they didn't recognize me, but I think it's very clear when Mark's on the show that we're a couple, and that if he's in Bunnings with a girl, it's probably me. Anyway, shout out to Bunnings.
Big shout out to Bunnings. Wherever you are out there, I hope you guys are well
Ben, have you
and doing fine and
Yeah.
Ben, have you been
offering the lowest prices.
recognized recently in the last 14 days?
Yes, actually, my dog recognizes me
That's cool.
quite a bit. And Maggie came up to me the other day and said, "Do I know you from somewhere?" And I said, No, it's all a mistake.
Just got one of those faces, right?
You probably recognized your
I just got
scent.
one of those faces, you know? Yeah. She said, "Wait, weren't you in that ad for shitting yourself? I mean, for Metamucil?" And I said, "Yes, that was me."
Yes, King. Yes,
Yes,
King.
because I love to shit. It's true. Rumor confirmed.
I will say that's the most fun part of being with someone who's a lot more famous than you. Is that when it's finally something that you're a bigger part of than they are, for someone to still only compliment them and then walk away again. That is great. I love that.
Yeah.
So like when
Yeah, that's why
my guts. Did you hear my guts? No?
I didn't hear your guts.
Okay.
Ben.
I guess maybe my ear's close
Yeah.
to it.
Does your guts sound like Ben?
Your guts could sound like me. Ready? Alasdair.
Why would his guts say Alasdair?
Because it's learning to
'Cause
talk.
his gut-
You know, a lot of the brain's processing actually happens in the gut. That's what a gut feeling is.
Hey, we
The
should,
gut has a sphincter, which is essentially a mouth or an asshole.
Yeah.
That's what
Lips
it's,
a sphincter?
I think so.
No.
Oh, excuse me, I just did a big red fart.
But I feel like it's too much control. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
You do the next part, I'll look
And
it up.
the sphincter does not, the asshole does not have a tongue, famously.
It should,
teeth.
though.
And that's the only difference between the mouth and the
You're
arse.
absolutely right.
your butt can't taste.
Is mouth a sphincter?
We are streaming the taping of this
Can't
show.
taste, that sounds like a song.
Imagine that if your butthole could lick out somebody's mouth. Because that's if it had a tongue.
Lick out someone's mouth.
Because like your butt could then perform mouthalingus on your mouth, but from the butt.
Just licking out someone's mouth with your butthole. That's what I'm talking about.
Licking at your butthole. Anyway,
Great. We are streaming the
I got a
taping.
bunch of beats now.
Great.
Great.
That's
What do you think about that?
that's good news.
Muscles around the mouth are
this
comprised
too.
of a sphincter and dilators.
Oh, well, there you go.
Ooh, dilatus.
Call could not be connected. Please check the number. and try
Ben,
again.
stop! It's too much too early.
I'm only-
I got more of this shit.
I'm up to the second sentence of the script. We are streaming the taping of this show
Evan.
live on Twitch. Join us over there for a chat and to get a look at how the show comes together. 8 p.m. Fridays, Melbourne time at twitch.tv/Gamey Show.
Give or take.
What?
8 p.m. give or take.
Yeah, we tend to start a little late sometimes.
Which one's later? Because that is the one. It's take.
I don't think we've ever...
We never like, sorry, we started
take.
really early.
We were just so keen to talk.
We've got a lot to get off our chests.
Yeah.
Before we start, we do have to wish Ben a belated happy birthday
Latent.
for the weekend.
Birthday! Yay!
Thank you so much.
Whoa!
Dogs
That was a
loving
big
this.
bang.
Yeah, baby.
Happy birthday.
It was my birthday
to
on the
you.
weekend.
Cha cha cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Cha cha cha.
Where's
Happy
the steak gone?
birthday, dear
Where's
Cha
Ben.
cha cha.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh wow, you fucking harmonise.
Wow.
I don't know how we did that.
Wow, what a beautiful thing.
He's not
Do you
eating
know that
it.
kids?
There you go.
Do you know that kids sing cha cha cha?
Do they really?
Did you not know that?
Wait,
And that's
I've heard
good stuff.
cha-cha-cha
That's good
before,
ten.
but is it related to happy birthday?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
What are we going to do with this
Sing
now?
it the way I just did. When I used to work at a cinema
really?
and they would have kids parties
Yeah.
in the really fancy section, and now I'd be like, "That's a lot of money to spend on an 8-year-old's birthday." They would after every line they would sing cha cha cha
Happy birthday to you.
cha cha cha.
Oh.
It sounds awful.
All right. Naomi, are you having cake?
I'm good.
Oh. Alasdair, would you like some?
I've had about
Wait,
3
I'm
wagon
really
wheels.
losing out, you know.
No. I'll have cake. I'm not saying I'll have 3 wine
It's,
and a
it's
piece
an
of cake.
occasion. You have to have.
Yeah, Ben. So nice to get to eat cake for you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you so much. While you do that, Evan, I made something for you in the format of the big wall.
Yes.
Of light
so
that
rich.
I'm on.
This
It's
is
about
fun.
it's in reference to something that you said last episode.
Something I said
And
last.
so I just whipped something up today. Do you want to see it?
I'd love to see it. Yeah.
Okay, here you go. I'll play it. It was just a fun game.
It's a fun game.
It's a fun game.
But beneath the surface of Evan lied something much darker.
It's a fun game. It was fun.
Evan Munro-Smith.
Today I'm Evan.
It was all supposed to be a fun game,
This game is fun.
but a secret that Evan was hiding would shock you
I thought this game was fun.
to the very core.
Now that was a fun game.
Evan Munro-Smith, bringing joy to all. But was there a dark secret that he was hiding? And what, indeed, was that secret?
This was a
Can't wait to
fun
find
game.
out.
Do you like this hoodie? I'm a witch.
I'm a witch.
This was a fun game.
Evan is a witch.
What do you think of this? All right, well, we can do this again. That's fine. Amazing.
Wow.
There you
Very
go.
good.
Yeah. Evan's a witch,
who
and
would have
nobody's
known?
fucking talking about it.
Who would have known that Evan was a witch? I never would have guessed. And he's keeping it such a secret.
I'm a witch.
I'm a witch.
Evan, you're crazy.
I'm crazy.
You are crazy, Evan. We're all worried about you.
Oh, thank you. And that was very nice.
We're all worried about you. Is that what you said?
Should I?
All right, a little bit.
fix it.
It's really rich.
Yeah?
Like Ben.
Ben's
Full of
very-
character. You know.
I'm not rich. I wish that I was. I would
know.
love to be rich.
But you're rich in friends.
I
You got that
question.
dog that recognizes you.
Do you
I'm rich in
guys
spirit,
relate
yeah.
to each other because you live in Australia, but you're both North American?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why we relate to each other.
Brothers.
All right, next.
Yeah. And
We're
Ben,
sisters.
you know, Ben's kind of got that more American thing, so it's kind of a more valuable, citizenship that he's got.
But also more evil.
Definitely more evil, but he can go into a place that has an entertainment empire that
What are you talking about?
potentially can make you money.
You've got Montreal. You know, you could go and
Just for
Yeah,
love.
I could go walk on cobblestones. I could eat poutine. I could speak French.
You could be very hot. It's hot over there.
It's humid, yeah.
You know, it would be rude for us
Yeah.
all to sit here and eat birthday cake without Ben being able to eat some birthday cake. So Ben, if you were to go and check your mailbox, you might find something in your mailbox.
I hope it's dog shit.
if it's dog shit, I'm gonna be very
Impressed.
yeah.
Yeah. Try not to give anyone COVID while you're out there.
All we can do is try.
Yeah. The thing is that we've got both cake here and dogs, so it could be dog shit or cake.
Yeah. Hope we didn't get those
What?
mixed up.
It has to be things sourced from this room.
Could be.
They clearly did it earlier.
Just saying, we have access to dog shit right now.
I always have
nothing.
access to dog shit.
Yeah, stop bragging.
It's just
A
nice
moment's notice. What
nice
is
to have
it?
a break from Ben.
Oh,
It's dog shit.
yay! We knew you'd like
No,
it.
it's cake.
Oh, that's so exciting.
That's really-
I got
Okay.
cake delivered into my mailbox. What a surprise. How did you do that so quickly? What is
They probably did it
cut the
earlier.
cake and then You brought it in here. I don't know. I don't understand it.
It's magic.
Clearly not what happened.
It is magic.
It's magic.
Because you're.
Look at that.
Because I'm a witch.
Wow. Look at that.
What a stunning thing. Thank you so much.
That's okay.
Should we start the fucking show?
Yeah.
All right.
This is really surpassing. Well, we keep getting worse.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
This week.
Yeah, and at the end of the show, you always go, "Oh, that was a weird show." I'm like, "It's not a weird show. It's just the show." By now,
Show is. It's weird.
surely.
It's not normal. It's never normal. And in that way, it is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should say it's a normal. That was a normal show,
Yeah.
which would be a weird thing to say.
This week, we're going to take a look at Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, the official video game. But first, before we get into that,
What do you think of this?
Pre-order. Oh yeah, I was going to say, what do you think of this? I took that out of the script for some reason. What do you think of this? Pre-orders have just opened for the Zuiki Incorporated Densha D-Go, a dedicated one-handle train controller for Nintendo Switch. Densha D-Go, it's got an exclamation point. It's a popular train sim series, but this is the first time in 14 years that a dedicated controller has been released for the hardcore train sim enthusiasts.
You drive a train,
You you drive a train.
control a train.
Yes.
I've never heard of this game.
No, I hadn't heard of it either.
This is very popular.
Well, I mean, popular within
Japan, I
the
assume.
within the train sim community, I'd say.
Where is the train sim community?
Well, look,
Around,
Are they in Japan?
partially.
They're around.
apply your business
They're
brain to
around.
this, right? They have to.
This box is all.
They have to be able to
that's
sell enough
Japanese.
units for it to be profitable. So there's got to think at least 1,000 units,
Yeah.
including they got to pay for all that R&D that
Yeah.
they put into that.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
government grants are for.
You think Japanese? Do you think Japanese did this?
I think Japanese did this.
Well, the controller has like Japanese writing on it. So
Hey, you
I
guys
reckon
out there.
it's Japanese.
You think Japanese did this?
What, the Nintendo thing?
Not the Nintendo.
What?
The Nintendo train controller. Japanese did this?
Japanese did this?
The controller features a geared lever and brake mechanism for a realistic train driving experience.
You just drive a train? I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
I
just
would
drive a train.
absolutely buy that shit.
The first.
I loved Train Sim World, and I would be down for that sort of stuff. Let me tell you.
Okay. Maybe you should get one.
Maybe I will.
I reckon it'd be nice. But
Yeah.
Truck Simulator did nothing for me. But I think Train Simulator would be nicer.
I feel like it would be relaxing.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
Train Simulator is fun.
It's less stressful than, not that driving a truck is stressful, but there's cars, annoying.
You got to steer.
You have to steer.
You never hear of train drivers needing to take amphetamines.
Right.
I think there's less pressure to get there, just push it that extra hour, got to stay up.
Some people need amphetamines just to live their day-to-day lives. What do you say to them?
I say that those people don't deserve to exist. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
agree.
that they should be erased.
Yeah. Me too.
Is this
But later. Let's wait a few years.
I might have that. But
Oh, for sure.
you, Ben?
Ben also has that. So you couldn't have guessed.
Can we get sued for using that? Or is that Ben doing it?
No, Ben's doing it, and
Got it.
look.
Like, you think how he must have been fucking up his throat doing that.
Yeah,
Did he
right.
do it all the time?
Eh?
Did he do it all the time?
That's every $1 million that he has was from doing that. He made $1 million every single time.
Too old for me. I didn't.
Tim Allen?
Is this a home improvement show?
Yeah.
He did it on that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like the Ted Danson of home improvement.
Yeah, he was.
Well, okay.
Like that Let's Get Ready to Rumble guy makes $200,000 every time he says Let's Get Ready to Rumble.
Well, he deserves it.
Tim Allen.
That's a nice. What's going on over here?
He's trying to do his own version. Tazo.
You have access to dog
Why are you
vomit
eating that?
24/7.
Oh, I am in the shoe, sorry.
Oh, well, he loves it.
They're both furious.
Do you guys have any specialist controllers? Ben, you have a HOTAS.
I have one, but I don't think I want to talk about it on here.
No? This is the perfect opportunity to talk about a controller of some kind. It's a show about games.
And it is fun.
Yeah.
But that's all I'd like to say.
That's all you can
Is
say
it like this?
at this moment.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Let's see. I had an Atari.
Oh, yes?
That was a joystick like this.
Yeah, that's a pretty classic controller.
Yeah. Okay, so but it's weird now.
It is. Oh, yes, that would be weird now to have one of those. Because controllers have come a long way
Are
since.
joysticks completely out?
Well,
Ben's got some fucking nerd
Ben has a joystick for space sims and stuff.
Oh, it's for flight sims or space sims or whatever.
Yeah.
I've got a HOTAS. It's a Logitech 52, previously Cytec Rhino. It's really good, but fuck, the problem is that you got to get it out every time.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
every time you as a result,
And then afterwards, you
Every
gotta like wash it.
And that's the annoying part, because you just want to go to sleep.
one of the most the demoralizing things about having a HOTAS is washing it out
Yeah.
afterwards.
Turning it inside out and then putting that in the dishwasher.
You're like, I could leave it, but what if someone sees it?
Yeah.
The dishwasher.
I don't really use it, to be honest, anymore. But I like it. I'm glad that I've got it. And, now if you buy like a HOTAS, it's not like it's going to go obsolete. The shit's already obsolete, so it doesn't really matter, right?
Yeah, when they
So you
release
just
the new
buy it.
Flight Simulator or they release the new Star Wars Squadrons, you'll pull it right back out again and you'll have a ball.
Did I hear about people playing Smash Brothers on their Wii Fits?
What?
Is that a thing? People playing Smash Brothers on the Wii Fits?
Well,
I think Japanese do that?
I had a Wii Fit board.
Yeah. What games did you play on it?
Wii Fit?
Yeah, but did you ever apply it to other games?
I don't think so.
I think you can program it. You must be able to reprogram it to
luck.
go like, oh, lean this way with this jump.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be great to do like a snowboarding game or something.
Oh, see, that's cool. Yeah, get
Tazo.
something relevant. But it's not all about relevance.
Oh,
No.
it looks so
Sometimes it's just about a challenge.
Yeah.
Probably would rewire your brain. Yeah, Ben?
Played Train World Sim 2019 or something like that. It's on Game Pass, and it was a surprisingly fun and relaxing game. I would like to replay it.
He's not going to let you
actually.
take
So what do? You just drive a train in that?
Yeah, and I hooked my HOTAS up and did a little This is in the depths of lockdown in Melbourne the first time.
Yeah.
And I hooked my HOTAS up and changed it so you can actually use that as the controller for the acceleration and you program it for different things. And it was really fun. So I can imagine using like a train specific peripheral would actually be quite an enjoyable experience.
Yeah,
it's
that
actually
feel good.
I'd love to give this a go.
surprisingly enjoyable, those train sims.
It's a
Guitar Hero, does that count?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that.
You could drive a train with that.
You know what would be cool with this game is if you get a second screen, but you put it on the side like that, and it acts like a window, and you can just look out the window.
Or maybe
lean on it.
if you were playing in VR, perhaps.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that, but
I mean, VR is another thing that I've got your VR set.
Same.
Yeah.
It's sitting on the shelf.
You both
and
do.
I just can't fuck bringing it out
Same.
anymore.
got it, because then you got to
Like,
clean it.
For me.
You gotta clean it, put it in the dishwasher.
Get it out.
Actually, did you get that secondhand?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
I got it out and I looked at the foam that sticks to your face and
Yeah.
I was like, that doesn't look right. So I might have to put it in the dishwasher.
Really? I'm sure you can get a
Saw
new
that.
facial, like a new foam insert.
I might do that because
Maybe.
it looks pretty rank to
You're
me.
never going to use it. You're never going to do that.
It's like it has
No, you're never gonna
a
do
build-up of a 35-year-old man's facial sweat.
Okay. I got it and then never got it out of the box.
Yeah.
I've been noticing when I go to the public toilets, a lot of guys have a lot of fluff that just kind of rubs off of their ass onto toilet seats. It's just a lot of like just linty kind of stuff that collects in the butt crack and things like that just deposits. And then you're like, whoa. You're like, it's not wet, but it must have like an electric charge that passes onto the seat and
sorry.
magnetizes it.
Sorry,
The
one
fuck?
second. Hold up.
Hold up, please.
Hold up.
Please.
I have never ever recognized lint falling off men while pissing.
Well, I don't think it's piss. I think it's from sitting. I think
so
the butt
you've
for
gone
butt crack
public-
stuff to get electric like magnetic properties floating all the way to the front of the thing. That would be crazy.
That would be great.
That would be crazy.
You've walked into a public stall at what I assume is ABC, South Bank.
But I've been seeing it all over.
Yeah, right. So it's not just at ABC.
No, I don't think it's just like the properties of the building that's like giving men an electric charge.
I mean, it could
Or
just
making
be
the-
those,
Making the hairs on their ass collect the fibers from their underwear and then just deposit it onto the toilet seats.
Why are we talking about this?
I mean,
I don't know.
But then you got to clean it and then you got to put it in the dishwasher.
You got to put it in the dishwasher.
It's just
if it wasn't for the fact that he's retired, it would be John. It'd be like, is that John Frayne?
Yeah, I could be a very famous ABC personality's
know who that is.
butt lint.
John Fane.
It's just an ABC national.
He's not at ABC anymore.
ABC Radio National guy.
Yeah.
What's ABC?
I think
Yeah, son of a gun.
Butt fluff, not a problem in female toilets?
Not one that I've noticed ever, no.
Well, I think that it probably exists, but I think, but because the hairs that would be on a lady's derriere would be so soft and peach fuzzy, the amount of hairs that they would collect, like that, would be so tiny that it'd probably be naked to the human.
I doubt there is any lint on my ass at all, I'm going to say it. My soft peach fuzz ass. I think it's completely lint-free.
ladies' ass is like a cilia, whereas men's ass is like a baleen
that's
type
right.
thing. In
I
the
don't know
krill.
what
A baleen from a whale's mouth.
Oh.
It'd be kind of like the rough side of the Velcro. Whereas a woman's ass is like the soft side of the Velcro.
They go together.
They go together, and then that's why men and women.
And that's why gay is wrong, because you can't put two fluffy sides, it doesn't stick.
Doesn't stick. But maybe you
that's
don't
why-
want to stick.
No, you have to stick.
That's why once you go ass to ass, it's very hard to go back.
Yeah.
Wait, so hook to hook, I mean, that's crazy.
Hook to hook is
That's
hot.
hardcore.
That's rough.
The first round of
Oh,
pre-orders.
that's why they wouldn't like that.
Rough riders.
They wouldn't like that analogy, because then gay to gay would work in one occasion.
It does work.
That's
I
so
know in
fucking
real
brain.
life it works.
The first round of pre-orders is already sold out by
It
popular
works
demand,
really well.
Yeah, because anyone can finger anyone.
but more are on the way. So do go check that out if you're interested in getting a train control. I'd love to get one. They're but $172.
Evan,
Yes.
did you have a good Pride Month?
Yes.
Wait,
you?
just sorry, if I could just wind it back. $172. This from a man who owns 4 virtual reality headsets.
Is that too expensive for you? 170?
No, I'm just.
One that I have that he never even took out of the box.
But somehow had 35-year-old man sweat on it.
Well, I'm not 35, so obviously it couldn't have been me.
Yeah. He's a golden 45. 45 kilo.
It's I think maybe this is too much to spend unless you're really unless you're a
I
real
want it. I do
train
want
sim
it.
enthusiast.
I'm not gonna buy
I'd
it.
love to try one, but I don't think I would buy it. I don't think I'd get the use out of it.
Also, Evan,
Yes.
what games are compatible with it? Are you going to be spending, a good hour or two before you play the game programming the buttons into the controller? Is that what's going
I'm
to
not sure. I mean, this is specifically for Densha to go on Nintendo Switch, which I don't even know if you can get. It's a Japanese game.
Densha to go.
Get it.
I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, do it.
I think it'd be probably a nice game to play on Twitch, that way, because I think it's hard to focus. It's hard to focus, while you're doing things like that, and so talk as well. So I think if you just had to go, set it to like maximum speed, and then you could just go, so how you guys doing in the chat, like that, and then you could.
I'm not
right.
connected to Wi-Fi.
It's very good for Twitch'em, so you can be engaged and also play. You want a nice soft game, like a chilled out game when you first start, I reckon.
Yeah.
So you can connect with people. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Alasdair?
I disagree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
You think you need something high impact,
You
high.
need something with content so that you're not fucking panicking the whole time when you start, I reckon.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Something to bounce off.
Okay, yeah,
You
like.
played one of the most boring games in the world. You played The Sims 2 or some shit.
No, she played the Wives
I
game.
played Desperate Housewives, the game, and it was
that's
fucking
right.
amazing.
full of
The
drama.
amount of fucked up storylines in that game.
Yeah, that's
Mwah.
true.
There's like revenge, something to do with a baby got SIDS.
Oh my
You're
God.
like, sure, why not? Come on, that's amazing. I shot 3 men in the
SIDS.
head. Come on, man, grow up.
I have nightmares about
Yeah.
SIDS.
All right. Touche. I apologize. I would like to apologize.
No.
And I don't accept.
Oh my
Well-
God, the tension is gonna be rife throughout the rest of the episode.
Thank you, narrator. I reckon you probably fucking look like one of the narrators in Nintendogs. You ever seen them?
Nintendogs.
Beck knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like these two guys and they talk and they clearly have sexual tension.
And then
Yeah, I have sexual tension with guys. I assume. I don't know.
Yeah. So good work.
Are those real men or are those characters in a game?
They're characters in a game.
Okay.
it's a hot riff. We should crack on, shall we?
Well, hey, wait. The last chat point is choo choo.
Yeah, that's the
says
sound that trains make.
Yeah, right. Okay. Sorry, that clarifies
Yeah.
things. I couldn't see the context.
I think that is worth highlighting. And
You know, this is it's kind of a Japanese themed show. This
I guess in a way we're eating Japanese cake.
are we?
Chocolate's not from Japan?
Japan do that, right?
I mean,
They don't
this
have
almost
chocolate
looks
in
like-
Japan?
Almost looks like cherry
You knew that,
blossoms.
right?
Yeah, cherry blossoms on top. This
Well, it's
represents.
not actually cherry, but they could,
These are the two sides. This is the Australian Olympic Committee putting pressure on the people of Japan to accept the Olympics.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to be showing some really fucked up porn later.
The 2021.
Okay, well, I'm happy to just let that comment sit for a little while.
They're very creative. I'll say it.
But don't show me the bits, whatever you do.
Just leave something to my imagination, for goodness sake.
The 2021 Tokyo Olympic Games are still a few weeks away.
The
But-
2021.
But Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, the official video game.
Hang on a second. It's 2021.
Yes?
Oh.
What the F?
Olympic Games Tokyo
Yeah.
2020, the official video game, was actually released 2 years ago, in Japan anyway. COVID delayed the Olympics themselves, and so the accompanying video game has only just been released to the rest of the world. Featuring 80 nations and 18 different sporting events, it's fun for the whole family. Let's take a look at the trailer.
I don't know. I don't think my mum would like it.
Why, is she racist?
She's just not much of a gamer.
Okay.
No, that was a good comment.
That was a look at the trailer for Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, the official video game.
True.
Great title.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What a great.
Straightforward.
Let's look at the trailer.
How much is this game?
How much is
Evan?
it? This game is
$59 Australian.
yes.
Too expensive.
AUD.
Too expensive, you think?
You know,
Yes.
Patrick said something interesting about this game.
Doesn't sound right.
Yeah, he did. He said, this game, Olympic Games Tokyo, what was the exact term you used? It doesn't matter.
Olympics.
Eh? It's an ultimate history.
Alternate.
Alternate.
That makes sense.
But it is also an ultimate history. because it's set in a world where the Olympic Games actually went ahead in 2020 because there was no COVID.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that like that?
Because it's
And
exciting.
men and women compete in the same games.
And they let men
as
and
well.
women compete in the same games.
Yeah, interesting.
You know, my TV show also happened in an alternate universe with no COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's set in 2021. Not a mask in sight.
You wrote it in the future.
No? What do you mean?
You said it in the future when you wrote it.
Well, no, we actually said it in 2020 because it was supposed to come out in 2020, but there was only one reference to 2020. Cut that out. Release it in 2021. No worries.
All right, okay.
But so you didn't actually set it in 2021. Did you actually do any forward thinking to try to imagine what the world would have been like in 2021 so that you could... No?
Okay.
Well, COVID was happening like just as we were filming. And they're like, should we? I think someone was like, let's like rewrite. Let's like put COVID in the show.
Yeah, no,
like,
that's a bad idea.
No.
Yeah.
So this
Everyone's
game...
trying to be current, but it's by this point you see something about COVID, you're like,
Yeah, I've heard enough about COVID.
This game made me laugh quite a bit, and not just, mostly because of the way that the people look in it. They look real off. It does not look right.
wrong, eh?
Yeah, there is...
It doesn't look. It's not a charming like a Nintendo Mii look. It's like something's wrong in the.
Yeah, it's like stylized, but
water,
not. Yeah, it's
and it's not right.
They've all got a strong brow. Very strong brow.
It's not okay. It's they look funny. That made me laugh a bit, but also because even when you lose, you still cheer like you've won, which I clipped, which I formatted for my wall.
Oh, your little wall there.
Light, which I'd like to show you. This is me after losing here.
Oh, great. You're a very gracious loser. And
Yeah, thank
you,
you. I'm so
you
happy about
tried,
that.
you made it to the Olympics, and that's...
Music's telling me how I need to feel. Oh.
Apparently he cannot hear the music. You know what that face looks like?
What does that face look like?
Have you seen Anomalisa?
No.
Yeah.
That
Anomalisa. Lose.
it looks like the faces, the puppet face in Anomalisa. It's stop motion film.
Anomalisa.
Patrick knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know that movie, Anomalisa.
Anomalisa.
Yeah, Anomalisa.
I
You
don't...
don't know what it is at all. You're saying Anomalisa.
Yeah, I know, but that...
It's one word.
Yeah, I know, but you're thinking of Anomalisa.
Is that what it's called?
I think so, yeah.
I'm
They
thinking of
never
the Mona
say it
Lisa.
in the movie.
But then I
it's a real
thought,
word, cunt.
I thought you were thinking of the other word, the other movie, Anomalisa. Where, you know, the guy's
he's a
dating,
horse.
a guy's dating,
Like, how did I get here and how do I get back?
a guy's trying to kiss a horse, but then she turns into a princess. And then he's like, oh,
Oh,
you were a horse.
Anomalisa.
Damn. Oh, well.
Are you done?
Anomalisa.
This...
Anomalisa.
Anomalisa, right?
My name's Alasdair. Got him.
This is it's
Got him.
very
Yes.
much
Anomalisa.
very much an Olympic Games sort of a game. It's
Very
Olympic Games, sort of a game.
it's all about the Olympic Games, and so
That's
very,
true.
It's-
Wait, that's fucking true.
Very
Can we just fucking
astute,
just
Evan.
chill out?
it's
Can we just fucking relax and just talk about how true that?
Yeah, I guess in a way,
Fucking-
it does actually seem to be a little, like if you look at the undertones, like the subtext,
I
is that it
never
is?
would have thought to say that.
That it actually is about,
You're so smart.
Very subtle.
I couldn't
Yeah, it's a
see
theme.
the forest for the trees.
right.
I just saw boxing, I saw long jump, I saw even soccer, but I didn't see Olympics.
The Olympics are kind of like the overture
are a witch.
of the game, almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when are they going to stop putting
Comes back.
politics out of our video games? I mean, they're doing it so sneakily now, you know?
This is not a
They're putting
political.
Olympics into this Olympics game.
I wouldn't say this is a political game.
I don't think so, no. But then again,
Political and Olympic are almost the same word if you rearrange the letters and replace some of them.
that's true.
That's
Almost.
true.
And if you
That's true.
rearrange the letters of Anomalisa, you could spell out Anomalisa.
Fuck you, cunt.
That's
It's not
also
a real
true.
word. It's not a real word.
I'll pronounce something wrong for once.
There are 18 different events.
Good
It's-
movie though, but it is irritating.
Okay. The
Really lets you see inside the mind of an annoying older man who's like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You feel the way he feels.
Yeah.
Need more stories like that. That's what I always say.
What was I saying? Olympics.
The Olympics.
Games.
Yes.
Which is in this game, by the way.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's almost like a game comprised of mini games, because you've got
Almost.
That's exactly what it is, I would actually
Well, no,
say.
I would say it's a game comprised of mini games plus the Olympic Games.
Yeah. So it's like one of
It's a
those
game.
squares that has lots of
Yeah.
little squares in it, and it says, count all the squares, but then sometimes you forget to count the big square that all the squares are in,
Exactly.
which is also a square.
I would say that this is a game with a bunch of mini games that are actually, but it says that it's got maybe like eight mini games, but really it's got maybe 4 different mini games, and the rest are all pretty much the same.
variations.
It's only got it's once you played one of the mini games, I reckon you played 2 or 3 of the mini games.
But the
That's what
video
they don't
game
tell you.
itself is a game, you see?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. So it's a game inside a game.
Yeah, so
it's very clever.
It's like
very
Inception a little bit.
And sometimes I
very
think of
smart.
life as a game.
That's true. Life
Yeah.
itself
Have
is
you
a
seen-
game.
Inside a game inside a game.
Have you seen Tenet?
Yeah, but
That's a very smart.
well,
that's a
this is
very
actually
smart
like
movie.
that because
You probably wouldn't have even understood it.
Tenet is kind of like Backstroke, right? Because Backstroke is like, and because you're a game,
Yes.
life is a game. It's like a game playing a game going backwards
Yes.
because it's
Yeah.
Backstroke.
Right. Backstroke isn't in this one.
Not even in the medley. Did you do the
It is
medley?
actually,
it is
you're
in the
wrong.
medley.
I did the medley and Backstroke
You're
is in
wrong,
the game.
Evan.
Backstroke's in the game, baby!
An individual event of itself. The events that are in here, there's 18 events, different
what we
sports
said?
in
Evan's
it.
wrong. Stop it. Stop the books.
You got-
Everyone stop.
Stop the book.
Stop the books! Stop the books!
I'm experiencing these.
Okay. So just to give you an idea of the range of different games in the different events. So you've got the track events, that's 100 meters. You got the 110 meter
There's
hurdle.
no way people watching this could get an idea of the types of events in the
Yeah, stop the books.
no hints.
Naomi, if I could take care of this one really quickly.
Yeah.
This directed to Evan.
Good one,
You got
Ben.
some running ones.
Thanks for the help.
You got the long jump. You got the hammer throw. You got swimming. So you got the freestyle swimming, and then the medley, which you were talking about.
Medley has
I got a gold medal in the medley.
So that's impressive.
medley.
Is it?
I don't know.
Was pretty easy.
You got baseball, basketball, beach volleyball, boxing, cycling, BMX racing, football, judo, rugby sevens, sport climbing, table tennis, and tennis.
BMX.
BMX, that was confusing because it's a race.
Yeah.
It's a race, but you get points for tricks, I think.
Yeah, right.
Just like the
Those
Olympic event.
eyebrows tell us 1,000.
But you know what you think about, when have you ever seen a fast freestyle event? Where you got to be the fastest to do cool tricks.
Tony Hawk Pro Skating loser.
Oh,
Do you have to be
I
fast
actually
in that?
found myself really enjoying
yeah.
Taekwondo,
I didn't play that.
the
the-
game in it.
Judo, you mean?
Play judo?
It
You
was
mean
really
judo?
stupid.
Of the games because I was.
I thought it was
busy.
Taekwondo, but whatever, it doesn't
Were
matter.
people
but
grabbing each
I
other?
thought it was Taekwondo. Yeah.
Taekwondo's more of a kicking thing.
I
Whatever.
was
I thought it was
playing.
Taekwondo, so I actually made something regarding Taekwondo, but I thought obviously I got it wrong. But
Do it.
See it
Just
anyway,
do your
then.
thing.
Do your thing,
Do your thing.
regardless.
because one of the guys that I played was David Hughes. I played as a Hughes,
Yeah.
so I made this.
Fourth match.
Bloody Taekwondo! Bloody ridiculous! I got up back Taekwondo the other day and they're all dead. No, thank you. Not good, Dad.
Taekwondo the other day and they're all dead. I know, but it's
It's
better.
judo though. It's judo, but I've been at home.
Yeah, we
I don't know, Taekwondo, judo. It's all the same fucking
Yeah,
thing. You're all
Just
kicking
it'll be
and grabbing and
Brazilian
fucking off.
Taekwondo. You know, they just every martial art now has a Brazilian
Get
version.
fucked.
right.
Wow.
No, it doesn't.
Grow up,
I
everyone.
did sport climbing and I could not get the hang of it.
Man, some of them I played boxing. I was pressing the A button for so long before I realized it's all just it's all joystick
Yeah, and shoulder buttons, right?
and shoulder buttons.
How
Yeah,
did you?
I was because I was pressing the thing. I was pressing the button whilst moving the joystick. And so then sometimes I would punch.
No.
But then, anyway.
Yeah.
And you were like, this button sucks.
You
But
stupid
there's something to be
fuck.
said that a game, you shouldn't have to read anything. You know?
Yeah, you
You
should
should be able to just go like that and you figure it out.
The sport climbing was unintuitive.
Some of them are a bit unintuitive.
And it
Yeah.
didn't kind of fit. I don't know if it's the Xbox remote, but it kind of wasn't comfy in my hand.
Okay.
With
Called a
the,
Same with
controller,
the-
Alasdair.
I was doing-
Fuck you.
Okay. I was playing it
dare
on
you.
Switch.
yeah.
I'm a gamer.
Oh yeah. Nice.
And I was doing the
Confirmed.
hurdles.
You game?
Yeah, big time. And you have to press B really fast to run, and then you have to flick the joystick up. So it's already near the top, and you have
Yeah.
to flick it up to jump over the hurdles, which didn't feel good. And also, I kept fucking popping the thing out.
Oh, right.
It was in a different. But
Well, it is supposed to be a challenge.
Well,
It's the, you know, it's
I don't
the
think
Olympics.
the challenge is keep the controller in your hands.
Okay.
Surely the
Could be.
challenge is in the timing, not like.
They should make a game like that. It's a game,
is.
right? It's a Nintendo game. It's just a big bag of lube, right? And then you just rub it on your Switch.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, like that. And then you got to slip it out of your hands like that.
Sound like-
And when it flips, you get points, like sort of like Tony Hawk, the game you love, right? Where you got to run. And then, but then we got to catch it, and you got to not drop it on the ground and smash it.
Can I give you a hot tip for your life?
Yeah.
Always remember what Tony Hawk looks like. Because if you interact with him and you don't know he's Tony Hawk, he will tweet about it and you will be humiliated.
Did this happen to you?
Love that.
No, thank God.
Okay.
But
mean-
a lot of people, you want to look at his Twitter.
Right. Okay. We
get
should
ya.
look
You
into.
think that there's a chance that I'll interact with Tony Hawk, not realize who he is, and then be humiliated?
Big for you. If I had to think of one person in my life who I see that happening to, it is you.
You know, last time I did this
Yeah,
show,
it is dude, to be true.
you said you don't even think about me that much, and it's really nice that we've grown to the point where now you actually.
Worry about you.
I actually
I'm
have
up
a.
all night, every
I
night.
have a place in your life now. I'm the guy who you think of who would embarrass himself with Tony Hawk.
I'm really concerned.
It's actually, we're growing closer.
I started taking anti-anxiety medication because of it.
Oh, that's nice.
Is it?
Genuinely
My,
one of the nicest
my
things you've ever said to me.
partner-
Sorry, Ben?
My partner produces for a television show and had the Olympic skateboarder on who's going over.
Tony?
And she is staying. No, but she was
She.
staying at a house
Yeah.
with a skate park out the back, and Tony Hawk was living next door, and she was like on the phone to her, you know, just saying how's it going and everything like that. And she's like, yeah, do you want to see Tony Hawk? And she like put the phone over the fence, and there's Tony Hawk with his kids skating. It's like fucking crazy.
That guy's
a
always
good
skating,
story.
that
He
guy.
loves to
He's always
skate.
skating. He loves skating.
He's a real pro skater.
Yeah, is he still pro? Is he still going pro?
I don't
Do you
know.
think he's a skater
I
boy?
don't think he's pro, but
Skater
No, I
man.
think he's a
He
skater.
said, see you
Man.
later, fan.
Do you ever think about the lyrics to that song?
Yes.
I was listening to Avril Lavigne's old albums, and that song is so weird.
Does she rhyme boy with boy?
That is not the problem.
Okay.
yeah.
She's like, I'm gonna sing. I have a boyfriend, and I'm gonna sing about the girl
Yeah.
who dumped him in high school because I'm pissed off about that for some reason.
Yeah.
That she
Yeah.
thought that he wasn't good enough for her. Why would you care about that? And also, fuck her because she's a single mum. That is the lyrics to the
No,
song.
but wait. When she wrote that, was she dating the guy from Nickelback? Was he
No,
the skater
that was
boy?
way later. You're so stupid.
But
That
she
was
might
her
have been dreaming
second
about
wedding, bro. She was so young when she had.
Yeah, but it might not even be the same Avril.
That's true. You never know.
The events are pretty simple. You got like the 100 meters. The actual gameplay.
Sometimes I feel like you don't even care about Avril Lavigne.
It's pretty straightforward, right? So a lot of them are like borderline quick time events because you're just
Yeah.
in the 100 meters. It's just like press A quickly. What?
Evan, just talk to me. Ignore him.
In a way, that's all games, though. Yeah.
Sure, but this is particularly quick time eventy, I suppose.
Quick time event.
Because you are just
They're just
pressing.
telling you what buttons to press the entire time.
Yeah, it's just like press A as quickly as you can, and then like they add in the directional button to speed up or whatever, right at the end.
Yeah.
Then the hammer throw, for example, was a bit more complicated because using
Wall
the shoulder.
climbing was complicated.
What's miming?
Now there's an idea!
There you go, at the Olympics 2020. Tokyo.
Mining.
Japanese do that, right? Or something, I can't remember what the line is. It's from earlier, it's from so long ago.
You said?
Japanese do that? Something like that. I think it's like Urkel. Anyway, sports miming.
Okay.
It's like, okay,
Out every Friday
you're running.
night.
You're running like that, and they go, kettle, and you got to be like,
Okay.
Are mimes doing kettles often?
I don't know.
Are you thinking of the song I'm a Little Teapot?
Yeah, I'm thinking of the song. Yeah, all right. Sports, I'm a little teapot. Japanese do that. All right. Sorry, continue.
Japanese do that.
In the long jump, it's the same again. You're just pressing A to run really fast, and then you flick the.
Don't you think you should flick down and not up?
For the long jump, but you jump up.
Yeah, but it's annoying
That is
on your
true.
thumb.
He's got you on that.
I-
He's got you there, Naomi.
So much worse
you jump
than
up.
this.
Yeah, but how would it work in your mind? Because the angle that you flick it is the angle that you jump.
It made sense to me, but we're on an Xbox controller.
Maybe.
I hate you so much.
I was trying to. I support you in most things.
That's not true.
Yeah.
It is.
Naomi, I care. I care about your well-being, mental and physical. Sorry, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Thank you, Alasdair. You're actually very supportive.
I'm trying.
Put me on your podcast show, which actually pays money.
I didn't know
What?
you were as poor as you are.
I'm not poor. Just don't have money coming in.
Yeah.
So my savings are
Although-
dwindling into the fucking ground. So I will be poor one day.
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
Go!
Unless somebody subscribes to our Twitch or Patreon.
Support us on Patreon. Yep.
That's true.
You can. It has quite a powerful character creation tool. So when you're creating your avatar, you
I
can.
could not give a shit about that, to be honest.
Okay.
No, I couldn't give two fucks
Do
about
you
that.
like that?
You know what? I was
No.
to be honest, when I first heard you say we're going to do this, and I was like, well, it's probably going to be like an EA sports kind of game. It'll probably have like a career mode and things like
Right.
that you'll have to train and do boring stuff, but still kind of interests me a little bit because I kind of like that thing.
Like a
Then it
professional.
turned out to be.
It's way too simple.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a Madden where you go into your career mode and you have to do all this shit, and it's maybe even got a little story to it. But that was naive of me, and it is
You're
literally
so
just
stupid.
a bunch of mini games. It was
Yeah.
just mini games. There's nothing else to it. It's purely Olympic by name, and there's really nothing
Yeah, I mean it's
terribly Olympic about
it's
it.
essentially the same as
I'll
like
say the games are what the games are in the Olympics. That's pretty Olympic.
Yeah, but it's more than that because there's more. There's always a little bit of drama and suspense, or just you're too
Doping.
bored to. There's nothing on the television, and you're like, "Fuck it, let's see some narcissists swim." So
yeah. So do you think they could bring the narcissistic element into the game a little bit
I
more?
think that they could, and that sort of interesting, human, like fucked up self-involvement that that comes with being an athlete and being so focused. Don't get
Are
me
you
wrong.
saying what's missing from this game is emotional depth?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
it would. I think I would be more driven to win
In a way.
if I knew that somebody thought really highly of themselves, and I'd be like, I gotta beat that guy.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can make that up on your own.
Nah, but I don't want to have to bring any of my own mind thoughts to it.
That's true. Why else would you be gaming?
Yeah.
I mean, but as I was
Where are the stadiums built on the bones of slaves?
saying,
That's where the magic is.
it does have a powerful character creator. So
I'd like to know more about the economy of the country torpedoing into the ground as a result.
create.
A friend of mine was doing a thesis on the fact that she's purporting this idea or theory that every city that's held the Olympic Games has subsequently suffered a dip, an economic sort of downturn after those Olympic Games.
Well,
Well, they
because
say
of how much it cost them.
they say that's why Sydney rent is so expensive.
Because
of the Olympics.
Because of the two.
Is a flow on from the 2000 Olympics.
Well, Sydney had those Olympics in 2000, and now they're in lockdown.
That's true.
Connect the dots, people.
Oh, it's written there.
Yeah.
It's right clear as say, stop the books.
They had fucking research or something, cunt. Don't fucking come to me and try to fight
Yeah.
me. I read a tweet, okay? I understand.
There was some. There is something a little bit throwbacky about this game. Like, it does have a kind of California games. It feels like a
California
NES
games?
game.
It's not that different
It does feel like an NES game.
Yeah, well, I mean,
You know,
because
like
the
it
NES games
feels
were the
like a
ones
good
where you would
old-
just mash and do 100-meter sprints like that, and that's still got essentially that element in
Do you know what's a good game?
So it's not awful. It does sort of have a nostalgia thing to it. Sorry, please continue. Tell us what a good
What's
game
a good
is,
game, Naomi?
I appreciate and
I
I
can't
value
believe
your
I
opinion.
said that and then you just decided, this is my time.
I was still
finishing a thought.
I said that after everyone else shut up, bitch.
That reminds me of another thing, Ben.
And I've played this game at arcades, but I believe you can also just buy the game. The Rio Olympics, Mario versus Sonic, is that what it is?
Oh yeah.
I've been wanting to play that.
Fun! I played that at Dave and Buster's when I was in the US.
David Buster's?
Dave and Buster's.
Who's that? Is that who you're collaborating with on this new pilot?
No.
You're doing a new Dave.
No.
You're doing Dave and Buster's the motion picture.
I'm not. And if you read anything about that, then no, it's a lie.
Somebody
You heard it
call
here first. What a
tumbleweeds,
scoop.
Australian tumbleweeds.
It's hello, 45-year-old sad man in Geelong calling. I heard he lives in Geelong.
That sounds like the
Yeah,
kind of thing you'd
his
do.
mum's house or something.
As if you'd love your parents.
Ignore this. So sorry. Oh, fuck, I forgot. Dave and Buster's. It's like big arcades in America.
Nice. Nice. You're collaborating with an arcade. I love that.
We talked about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020 on the show.
Radio.
Yes.
Yes, tonight we got the Olympic Tokyo Games 2020, and we think that this game might have the Olympics in it. Yes, PS4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Steam, and Stadia. More after this break. Naomi?
Just started and there's a break.
That's the news these days.
TV.
Yeah, Mario and Sonic.
Ben, stop! Stop! For the love of God, this is not good. This is bad. You're doing bad. Stop doing bad.
Are you talking to me?
Yes! Oh, can you not hear me over your own fucking shit?
Mario.
Pouring out of your ass and into my ears.
Earalingus.
that would be it.
With the tongue. No,
Can you do it?
I think so.
Al, if you could just ask Naomi,
Yeah, I gotta ask Naomi something from Ben.
if you could just
What is
ask
it?
Naomi if this is the Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics.
Is this the Winter Olympics or the Summer Olympics?
This is Summer Olympics, obviously.
She said Summer Olympics, Ben.
How does she know that?
How did you know that?
What do you mean?
This is Ben. This is not me.
How do I know the fucking sky is blue? 'Cause
How does she know the sky's blue, Ben?
you dumb cunt.
Can you ask her, my name is Alasdair and I love to lick my own butt.
Naomi, my name is Alasdair, and I like to lick my own butt.
That's fine. I'm not here to kink shame. Is it a kink or is it sexual or not?
What is it, Ben?
It's more of a talent.
Hey? What is it?
It's a talent.
It's a talon.
Talent.
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 It's like a big eagle's paw.
It's a party trick
It's like a party trick.
that comes out of your claws.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It feels like a film where you're trying to get through a nervous date with someone.
I'm just trying to be friends with Naomi.
Short circuit.
I lick my own ass. Man, it's not working.
Okay, this one always works. Tell her, meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Let's go back to mine.
Yeah, Ben always knows what to say.
It's Ben Russell's Hitch.
Yeah, this is gonna kick Hitch out of the fucking park.
Fuck you, Hitch.
When you,
Fuck you, Hitch.
well, let's wrap up the show, shall we?
Oh, we can keep going. I'm home.
It's comfy.
Yeah, I gotta go.
You got a blanket around you? No blanket. That's just your seat.
No, I got a heater nearby, and I've got my track pants on.
Yeah, nice, bro.
Underneath this.
Nice, cis, CIS.
No, it's just Did you like the Olympics game?
Yeah, did you?
I thought it was a bit of fun. I wouldn't spend $59 on it.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely not.
probably a bit much money. But if you're into the Olympics, if you're someone who likes sports and is also a gamer, if you're that combo.
I don't think they would like it, to be honest. I think they would not like it at all. I think the more you respect sport, the less you will like this game.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you're a
respect
casual-
sport at all, so I was like, whee!
Yeah, I was having the most fun probably with the boxing thing, but it's not like quite responsive enough.
Yeah, I mean, all of these things like
Is it because you were pressing the wrong buttons?
Eventually, I pressed some correct buttons, but yeah.
But like the boxing, if you're into boxing, play a boxing game, If you're into beach volleyball, play a beach volleyball game.
So you're spending $59 on this.
It's a jack of all trades. It's spreading itself thin. Like none of these are going to be the best of their things, but you can. It's good for variety.
It's kind of suck. The soccer and the rugby are bad versions of those games.
Yeah, I
I
didn't.
think maybe
love
like a
that.
social game that anyone can pick up if you were having friends over, but I wouldn't put a video game on if I had friends over. So
Sure.
unless
guess
it's like
you'd
a
just-
Mario Party or something. What?
I guess you guys would just. Okay.
Blow our noses.
Hey?
Gotta have.
Yeah, no, I meant because you guys are fishermen, right? And you got to clear out your nostrils.
That's what you meant, and that's true of me. No, I don't take drugs.
Fishermen gotta have.
It's
I'm saying I don't take drugs.
Yeah, and you shouldn't.
Neither should you.
50,
No one should.
50
I mean,
Just
sometimes
let
I have
know,
an
right?
Earl Grey. That's pretty crazy.
And I've had a few wagon wheels in my time.
$59. It's not like. I mean, last week we did Ratchet and Clank, $124.95. That's a premium AAA title. This is not positioned as a premium AAA title.
But this is not half the quality of Ratchet and Clank.
No, it's probably maybe
not
an
more.
eighth of the quality of Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
But it's a bit of fun. I think as long as you set your expectations and you know what you're in for, and it's not.
You know their
it's not
foreheads are
bad.
going to look like that. That is, you should definitely know that going in.
Yeah, it is disturbing. It's disturbing.
I have a feeling that it's just what Japanese people think Americans look like. With their freakish, weird heads, and that's what's happened.
Right.
You know?
Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020. The official video game is available on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, Switch, and Stadia. About $59.
Alasdair is just, it's just this. He's not saying anything. What's he up to?
I'm trying not to say Japanese do that. But
That's all for this week. But before we go, we have a Patreon question. This week's question was from Alice. Have you ever learned something useful from a video game? Alice, have you ever learned anything useful from a video game?
I found from every video game that I've played that, especially from watching their trailers and imagining what it would be like playing them, I've learned that in my life, to expect everything to not be as good as you think it's going to be. Because nothing is really as good as you think it's going to be, especially in video games. Yeah.
You've learned to lower your expectations.
Yeah, hugely. Hugely. It's not like you realize that it's going to look fun, but then it looks really fun in the trailer, but then when you do it, you realize those were just all the like the video clips that they put in there to make
Cinematic
stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
I learned stuff about the Oregon Trail, playing the Oregon Trail.
Oh, yeah.
I learned that you died of dysentery while walking the Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
Is that? Would you say that's a useful thing that you've learned?
Well, yes. I'll never walk the Oregon Trail. That's for sure.
Right, that could save your life one day. That little piece of knowledge.
Yeah.
Right. Civ 6 has, I've learnt a lot about sort of natural wonders and also world leaders
Oh yeah.
on Civ 6. Yeah.
Is that useful?
From Duck Hunt, I know. I learned.
History is useful.
Yeah, from Duck Hunt, I learned that dogs are wily little fucks, and so
That's true.
Sure, yeah.
and you can't shoot them.
Oh right.
You try, and it
Right,
just
but you
doesn't
can't-
work.
Yeah, right.
Devastating for Evan.
I learned that in Civ. Okay, for instance, in Civ 6,
Yeah.
I learned that Gandhi loves nukes,
Okay.
Wow.
And that's
and so never trust Gandhi because he'll be like, "I'm your friend," and then when he all of a sudden gets to the sort of industrial/modern age, he'll nuke your ass.
But is that
Know what I
again?
mean?
Is that really useful? Because Gandhi's dead now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
Hey,
What?
I think so. Yeah.
I assume. I haven't heard any.
Sorry to hear.
The updates for a while.
Sorry.
They'll
Sorry to announce. Spoiler alert.
rip Gandhi.
But you know, what does that teach you? It teaches you that all power corrupts. So I think if Gandhi had access to nukes, and he'd been around for long enough, there's a chance that he would have become corrupted by that power. And
Right.
you know, even a non-violent man, he would have been like, yeah, well, I don't slap people, but you know, I nuke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I nuke a little.
Well, you know,
doesn't nuke a little.
if you're against violence, I mean, nukes are a way to sort of end all violence. It's like
Exactly. That's how they justified it at the end of the Second World War.
you do it to end a war, right?
I don't think
Yeah.
it's ever justified, personally.
Okay.
Wow, that is
Well, that's-
fucking brave.
It's just
dude.
your opinion. Naomi, is there anything you've learned that might be useful from a video game?
I have been sitting here the whole time trying to think of a single fucking thing. Absolutely not. Video games only make you stupider. And I'm fine to say that. It's fine. I like doing it. I like playing video games, but
Yeah.
you look at the clock, 10 hours have passed, and I haven't had a single thought the entire time. And that is what's beautiful about video games, but they are not useful for anything.
Yeah, right.
That's not
You
true.
and I played-
I learned that gaming is toxic. Playing Call of Duty,
Okay.
Warzone. That was
I
actually.
could have told you that.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have believed it.
Call of Duty has taught me a bit about guns.
Oh, great.
You and I played It Takes Two, and I
did
think
you
I
learn?
think I learnt about cooperating with people. I think there's some skills about communicating and cooperating.
There's.
What are you fucking talking about?
Did I mention this last time I was on? There's a UFC fighter who claimed that before his last fight, this is Max Holloway, he said that he didn't do any sparring, but he plays the UFC game on like the video game,
Right.
and he sees them do moves, and he goes, "I'll just figure out how to do that," and then he brings it into the real fight.
Well, you can learn strategy that way, right? Like it's like it's doing the reading. It's a bit of theory.
Sun Tzu would love to have a GameCube. He would have done very well.
I'm trying to think, but you're not
Your
playing,
enemies-
you're not doing UFC.
I'm not. No.
No. And you never will.
Okay.
Like you promised me. I don't want to see you
Yeah,
get hurt.
Machiavelli would have been a real fucking gamer.
I'm trying to think like maybe gardening or like cooking, but no. Nah.
I mean,
I haven't learned a single thing.
we played Overcooked.
Yeah. And I learned there's rice in a burrito. I already knew that.
Wait, you learned how to speak Simlish the other week
That's true.
because of The Sims. Tell me that's not fucking useful.
For what?
As a thing to
Being
learn.
cool.
For being.
Can you
well,
do
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
I guess video games taught me to be cool.
Knowledge
Yeah.
is power.
You're an entertainer professionally, and you know it's another skill
And
to
having-
have up your sleeve.
Having little tricks like that, when you do comedy stuff, every little skill that you learn is in some way a way of making a little.
That's actually so true.
And you don't have any cash coming in right now.
There's nothing I can't monetize.
Absolutely.
Get your hobby, get something that you enjoy, try and monetize it until you don't enjoy it anymore. That's what we're talking about.
And then stop doing it.
Maybe, but now you can't because it's your only source of income.
But I did it anyway.
And now you got a big hole in your CV.
In trouble. I'll figure something out.
Alice, I guess the answer is no. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, jump on the Backstage Pass Patreon tier. And now we have to thank our top patrons. Big thanks to Adam Donaghy, Adam J. Batista, Adrian Hernandez Arista, Alice, Amy G, Andre Agnew, Austin Aggie, Belasaru, Ben Zombie, Cameron Fullwood, Cameron McCorris, Shampoo Duratney, Chandler the Bakerman, Christian Nordheim,
Alasdair Tremblay-Birchall, Ben Russell,
Christian Sanchez.
Yep. Cypher, DH, Daleks Ruined My Day, Dan Fox, David Vaughan, David Cunningham, Decay, Dixie Dean 17, Drew Peisner, Drew Schuller, Aaron Yetkindler, Evan S. Darling, Frude Bodka, Exotic,
Very good.
Jen B, Greg Middleton, Harry E, Jack F. Mufati, Gematar, Lachlan Chapman,
Lil Piero.
Moneyman Sam, Mr. Gaharo, Nick Figueroa, Prash Chandar, Rowasaw, Robbie Proctor, Scott Chapman, Scottrosity McKeechin. It's a tough one to say.
That's good.
Shabab Hader, Sean Prague, Sheik Mozart, Stephen Burke, Siraj Pires, XZ Neil, and Zach Steinbacker. If you want to hear your name read on the show.
Thank you, Patreon.
What beautiful people.
Oh, amazing people.
We got a few of the same people supporting your Patreon we got on Tune the Think Tank.
Oh, wow. Amazing people.
Shout out
Everybody.
to all the nerds that support both these shows.
Yep.
Excellent shows.
Beautiful
Excellent
nerds. Thank you for supporting this great show.
If you want to hear your name read out on the show, jump on the Close Personal Friend Patreon tier. Some great benefits of signing up. You get episodes early. You get to join us in the Discord, a bit of a chat there. You get the cheat sheets, which we have.
Cheat
Which are always a
sheets.
good
Get
read.
them cheat
And
sheets.
you can send in your questions and vote on questions that we answer on the show.
Send in
and
your
all
questions.
That is all
vote
true.
in
And
your
if you, for $5
questions.
extra, you also get a mug on top of all of that. Just for $5 extra on top of that.
I can't believe that.
Amazing. Some good mugs. Sign up at patreon.com/GameyGame. If you enjoy the show, you can subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, share it around. Occasionally we post clips on the Clips channel. You can share those clips around. And you can also podcast the show. Just search for us on whatever podcast app you use. You can also join us on the subreddit, GameyGame.reddit.com. You can catch Alasdair Tremblay-Birchall on the Pop Test on ABC, Radio National.
Yep, and get the podcast.
Yeah, in just whatever.
Yeah, and Naomi appears on the episode on computers.
Yes, and also you've got a live show coming up that also has Naomi.
August 1st.
You're in Melbourne.
In Melbourne at the Melbourne Podcast Festival.
That's how you know you did a good job.
It's the Pop Test, August 1st, and there are
I've
tickets.
never been asked back for anything in my entire life.
We're going to be asking
ask
her
back
back
on this
all
show.
the time. Every season we get.
Yeah, but I feel like you're just scared that I'll get mad at you if you don't.
Yeah. Andy Matthews, another friend of the show, co-hosts the Pop Test.
Pop Test and our other pop podcast.
You and
Oh,
Andy
yes.
Matthews know each other.
Oh yeah, we're familiar.
Yeah.
We do another podcast called Tune the Think Tank, which is just us coming up with sketch ideas, which sounds like it wouldn't be for you, but actually, I think it is for you.
Okay. And the 300th episode of that is going to come up. Is going to be a live stream on our YouTube channel. So
Yeah, it's gonna
keep
be
an eye out for that as well.
300th
It'll be a lot
episode,
of fun.
August 14th and 15th.
That is all for the show. Thanks so much
What
for
about
watching.
our podcast?
I've got stuff going on.
Oh yeah,
I've
but
got
you're not in the
stuff.
room, are you?
Okay.
I'm in the room.
Fucking son of a bitch.
You didn't even get up
You
for this.
son of a bitch. I made you a thing.
No, you did. I appreciate that. Ben, is there anything you'd like to plug?
Yes, we've got the Grub live show again at the end of this month, and I'm going to be out and about.
Great.
Okay, and that's your first warning.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm out. I'm on the streets after Wednesday, and I'm going to be hunting some Evan for sport. So you've got 5 hours when the sun comes up, and then afterwards it's bow and arrows. Then when it gets to lunchtime, it's knives and swords. Then dinner time, watch out, we've got muskets. Midnight, we're talking fully automatics.
Wow.
Oh,
Fully.
I've actually seen a wonderful series on Quibi that deals with a similar sort of thing. Highly recommend it.
Check out.
You're subscribed to Quibi, right?
I did subscribe to Quibi, but it didn't save him in the end.
Yeah.
Did Hulu take up
Someone
Quibi
was
stuff?
on Jeffrey Katzenberg's side, and it was Evan Munro-Smith. My podcast has been on hiatus
Batch
as well
bitch.
as my stream. Yes.
Yeah.
Very exciting episode coming out extremely soon. Danielle has to edit it. She keeps procrastinating. So maybe I'll
When are
just
you
do
going
it.
to stream,
I'm going to stream.
Naomi?
You know what? I'm going to commit to stream within the next week.
Wow.
Because if I
Do you want
commit
to
to
stream
that,
something? You want to stream?
yeah, let's
You want
do
to stream
it.
something together?
Yeah,
Fine, great.
fine.
Fine.
Good.
Okay then.
Okay, great. Follow Naomi, Nomstrosity, and Ben Russell is Bond member on Twitch.
Do it.
That's it for this
do
week. We'll be back in next week. Maybe Ben will physically be here next week. That'll be exciting.
I will
You won't be
physically
making all those
be here.
noises.
Oh, but he does have COVID,
No.
so that might get in the way.
Physically Ben.
We'll see.
Physically bees. I had nothing to say then.
Bye.
He will keep farting though. See you next week.